please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello! Thank you for tuning into this video, and welcome if you're new here. This is Ashamoji TV. My name is Asha. This is where I like to watch, react, and give my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. So in today's video, I'm continuing my binge watch of episodes from season 7 of Supernatural, and I'm going to be sharing with you the short version of my reaction to episode 8, titled Season 7, Time for a Wedding. But before we go any further, let me just give you somewhat of a recap of what I've understood from episode 7, which I just wrapped up a few minutes ago. And that is Sam and Dean are back together again. They've made up. But they made up in a way that actually is satisfying because they hashed out some points that I kind of predict will lend itself to a bigger moral dilemma later on this season. If I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong about that and I'll see for myself. But nonetheless, it was the best scene of episode 7. And so now that they're back together, ready to solve more cases, I look forward to seeing how a wedding plays into the matter in this episode. Therefore, without any further delay, here is the short version of my reaction to this episode. Las Vegas! Yes, that's fitting for a wedding.
Okay,
it has been my dream to get married in Vegas.
Just say it to get a bigger tip.
Try it.
Hi, I'm in grad school. And you came in here looking like somebody shot your puppy.
Not a nice thought to put in my
Well,
head.
things are looking up now that your shift's over. All right. Here's the deal. I have this friend. He's got this younger brother, right? Cannon's a little loose. You know, his reactor blew a while back. It's not good.
Gosh, I wonder who he's talking about.
It's starting to seem like things might be getting a little better.
That's good!
It's a good thing, right?
It's a freaking miracle. Except when it happens during their sacred annual pilgrimage to Vegas, and he goes off on some granola-munching hike in the desert by himself.
Oh. Maybe that's his way to cope. But that would piss me off, though, if I went to Vegas and my friend went off.
Excuse me.
Been to Vegas. Great place.
Speaking of the devil.
I don't think I could go back, though, based on the circumstances.
See? Baby bro needs you after all.
Oh, it's a case? Elvis! Please let it be the spirit of Elvis that they've got to track down. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Oh, no.
It's okay. You don't need that. Come on.
It's a wedding.
You're off becoming one with the land or some crap. You gotta... Here. All right.
No. He meets somebody, some random woman, and he's gonna get married?
I'm in love. And I'm getting married.
Oh my god.
Say something, like congratulations, for example.
Who are you marrying?
What?
It's gonna be a new introduction into the show? A new cast member? Oh my god! What?
Becky?
Dean, I'm so glad you're here.
Okay, no, something's up. No. No! What the hell? No, it's a nightmare.
Short version? We met.
Some kind of...
And talked and
I
fell
don't
in
know.
love. And
No.
you know, here we are.
No, not buying it.
All caught up. That's okay. You know what? Ignoring everything.
If something good's happening, I gotta jump on it now, today. Period.
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty much along those
fine.
lines.
No offense. Did you make sure she's even really...
Salt, holy water, everything. See? Not a monster. Just the right girl for your brother. That's it.
I don't...
Really? Superfan 99?
honest to God, I had the exact same opinion of her as you do, but when we got past the whole book thing, I found out that she's great, and I was the dick.
I'm saying maybe she knew you were gonna be here. Maybe, Chuck wrote about it.
Yeah.
And you're in love? It's been 4 days, man.
You know, why don't you try and wrap your dome around this, get a little supportive, then give us a call.
First official tweet as Mrs. Becky Rosen-Winchester.
It's a long name. Oh, still sounds okay. Becky Rosen Winchester. Yeah, it's all right.
Quick stop.
Well, is that my fault? I told you we had tickets 11 times.
Hi, Jocelyn.
2001.
Let me call you back. Just get a sitter. It's not calculus.
Her high school reunion?
I'm here to RSVP for the reunion, if it's not too late.
No, there is always room for one more.
It's Rosen-Winchester.
Oh, look at that.
So mark me down +1.
Okay. I gotta give her kudos for rubbing that one in.
Guy, meet my husband, Sam.
Hey. No, it's okay. Nice to meet you. Any friend of Becky's.
Anyway, I should get back
He's
to
like,
it. This
how did
party's
she
not gonna
score
happen,
him?
right?
Sure.
You get my message?
Of course. I thought you'd never ask. Give me a hug.
What is that?
I swear, if everyone had a Wiccan in their pocket, the world would be a happier place.
It is nothing.
Oh, he's a witch. Okay, my wheels are turning now. Okay, yeah. I was thinking maybe he gave her something for the wedding night, right? The hell? Oh no. Is he gonna start seeing Lucifer at this point?
Becky? Why am I... What am I doing here?
A spell. Yeah. A love spell. It's like I didn't want to really fully say it because I'm like, no way it could be that obvious. But obviously it is. Aw,
We're
man.
celebrating, dear. Remember?
Yeah, of course. To us.
Yo, if they do the deed while he's under her spell, I'm not down for that shit. And it's not right just because a woman does it to a man. It's not right, period. Wow, he's hit more balls than I ever have, or ever could. Somebody's powerful and someone's gonna hurt you. Death by baseball. Oh, god damn! The splatter on the screen. Nice touch. Season 7 has been very impressive with their tragedies. I can't deny that.
Me being supportive. Congratulations to you and the missus.
Waffle maker?
Thanks.
It's a huge ass bow.
Score is, guy wins Powerball, gets squished by a truck. Second guy went from the bench to the majors. Oh, and 1 week later, his face was the catcher's mitt. Huh? You're working this case together?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
I know,
sense.
right? I mean, I guess all those Chuck Shirley books paid off.
You're not even acting like yourself, Sam.
How am I not?
You married Becky Rosen.
What are you saying? I'm a witch? Or maybe I'm a siren? Ever occur to you we're just, I don't know, happy?
What Becky and I have is real. And if you can't accept that, that's your problem, not ours.
Or maybe she's part of it. Because for whatever reason,
She obviously
you're
is.
her dream.
Because her dream
If you
came
really
true.
do care about her, I'd be worried. Because people who do get their little fantasies or whatever seem to end up dead pretty quick.
You know, I went after her, Dean. Maybe that's what's bugging you.
I can't even buy into it now because he's doing this against his will.
But I don't need you anymore.
This makes it worse. So what? He's gonna have to like find Chuck and have Chuck like write it differently, maybe, right? So which angel's feeding Chuck the information now? If he's the prophet, I didn't even think of that till now. So they have to introduce another angel, right?
I got you a present.
His and hers fake ID?
Check this out.
That actually is a cool gift. Enjoy the moments that does make me laugh.
Hey, you Dean?
This guy.
I thought you'd be taller.
Where have I seen him before? I've seen him in something.
I assume Bobby filled you in on the road. Take it out of case. Check the headline.
First things first.
Garth? That's his name. Wait! Bobby did mention a Garth in one of those episodes. Is this the Garth he was talking about?
Awkward.
Okay.
I gotta give it up. Emmy Perkins is really good in this role.
What's with the scrawny guy?
Temp.
Temp.
Say, fellas, what's with the third degree?
Oh, no offense. We were just wondering if you got here by nefarious means.
Oh, Garth.
Like what? Witchcraft?
I meant more like, black magic or hoodoo.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Time out.
Jokes. So, jokes. Let's rewind. Why don't you tell us what it felt like when your big dream came true?
It's not my big dream.
Wait, you didn't want this job?
Hell no. I'm a sales guy. I was good in sales.
Your secretary's an idiot. I'll be at the printers this afternoon.
Your wife seems pretty stoked on the promotion, don't she?
Honestly, I've never seen her happier. I have no idea how I'm gonna tell her I have to resign. The news is just gonna
Kill her?
Literally?
We're doing a story on your husband's promotion. Wanted to ask a few questions.
I'm sorry, I can't today. If you schedule it with his girl.
You know what? I'm trying to save you from a really bad accident.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, not the best way to word that.
Look, for your own good, what did you do to get him promoted?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now leave me alone. Or do I need to call security?
Soon as we're done working, romantic honeymoon getaway.
Come on, Sam. Get off that spell. Oh, it's spilt in her bag. I know it's for comic relief, but it actually really isn't funny. It's actually quite disturbing. In the nick of time!
I was having lunch with friends. This guy heard me bitching. Next thing I know, he's making me an offer.
An offer.
Craig's job for my soul.
What kind of demon deal is this? Timeline's whack.
What are you talking about, demon?
Let me back up here. You made a deal with the demon in exchange for your everlasting. Except those are 10-year contracts.
We're gonna find Sam pronto.
All right. Here's the
Find
plan.
Crowley.
I drop this lady at my cousin's. He'll stop anything trying to get her. We find Sam. Hopefully fix this. Everybody's home in time for America's Got Talent. Now you.
America's Got Talent.
Don't you remember? We're married.
Oh, God. I'm calling Dean.
Run, boy, get the hell out. Sake sheep. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking it at all. They better give me a good conclusion, though, just to make up for it. So far, I'm at 1 Ashamoji.
Sam, do you feel concussion-y? How many fingers am I holding up?
Where am I? What the hell's going on?
Now they're reenacting misery.
Calm down.
Calm down! You hog-tied me. Becky, why am I not wearing any pants?
They're very constricting.
Oh,
I was helping.
let me go. Now!
Are you thirsty? Or do you need need a bottle to, tinkle? It's okay if you do. I can help.
Oh.
Where have you been?
I got your messages. Problem?
Big problem. I need a refill, okay? This isn't the honeymoon I had in mind.
So this guy's a demon.
It is, but not in this context. And is it just
Giving
is
shitty
this getting
contracts.
faster and faster?
Becky.
Do you know we haven't even consummated our marriage? We were taking it slow because true love is forever, but everything just feels weird now.
Alright.
Okay. That detail, thank you. Thank you. Changes everything a little bit.
Look, yes, I used a social lubricant.
You roofied me.
A roofie? I'd never. We had a great time together. You were happy.
Oh, yeah, I'm thrilled.
Whatever's killing people, it's something else.
It's never something else. When are there ever two crazy things in town at the same time? Guy's the creep, and you're on his list. So you think I love you?
Deep.
Down.
Then untie me.
Oh, right? Right?
What? No. Oh.
You're still working through your emotions.
Well, there goes my interest in Becky as a character.
Tough day? Okay. We can come right to it.
I feel like I need a drink.
Let's talk price.
What?
Well, we're a little past the freebie stage, don't you think?
Okay, you want me to pay? Fine. Do you accept personal checks?
No. But I will take your soul.
Sam was right. You killed those people.
Well, for legal reasons, let's just say they had unfortunate accidents. I wasn't thrilled to see your new hubby with Sam freaking Winchester. I mean, if he knew, and I was here talking to you, he'd probably
Gank your ass.
Yes. And I'm very protective of my ass. It's one of my best features.
Sure it is.
Prepared to offer you a one-time only deal. Not 10 years. 25. No pianos, guaranteed.
There's a catch.
For my soul.
And your promise to not breathe a word about this to the Winchesters, and I'll be on my merry way. So I snap my fingers and Sam will love you for the rest of your life.
She's obviously not going to do it.
I think I'll have that drink now.
Okay. I honestly thought she had more of a conscience, but... That's a nice wedding photo.
Anything?
She's got 11 Twitters.
Her Twitter profile pic is awesome.
Going on romantic trip with Hubster. 3 exclamation points.
That looks like a real picture of her as a young girl. I wouldn't be surprised if it's real.
Well, this is not how I imagined spending my reunion. I was gonna show you off. Not that anyone actually knows who you are. Supernatural is not exactly popular, but...
Is that a reflection of the show at that time? Ugh.
Can we talk?
No!
I know you don't love me. I know what I am, okay? Chuck dumped me. I think I intimidated him with my vibrant sexuality.
Ugh.
Well, I just want someone who loves me for me. Is that too much to ask? What?
Cry me a river. I don't feel sorry for her at all.
Want somebody to love you for you. Maybe don't drug them.
But I want you. And this is the only way.
Oh my gosh.
Becky? Becky, you're better than this.
You missed the party.
Yeah, well, Weird night.
So what are we thinking?
She won't do it. Come on, no. Like,
I'm in.
I don't believe that. For real? So then they're gonna have to find some other means to stop her? She better not get away with it, though.
So, we seal the deal with a kiss?
Exactly. Hook her up, sweetheart.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not your
Thank
sweetheart.
you. That makes more sense.
You see that, Sam? I did it just like we said. I am awesome. I'll be over here.
Mm-hmm.
So how you running your little scam?
Well, how do you mean, Dean?
Signing 10-year deals. Snuffing them that week.
Well, I would never. No. Rules of the road. Can't lay a hair on any of my clients. It's called a loophole, you moron. Yes, when a person bargains away his soul, he gets a decade. Technically. But accidents happen.
It's still cheating.
I don't get my hands dirty. That's why it's important to have a capable intern.
Yeah.
Becky, run!
Oh, jeez. I was like, Garth, do something. Guess not. Becky? Yes, okay. You've redeemed yourself a little bit.
How many deals you got cooking in this town, Madoff?
15.
Yeah, we'll call them off. Or I'll cut my own little hole in your throat.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, you said it, you're in a world.
Hello, boys.
Hey!
You're Crowley.
And you're, well, I'm sure you have a wonderful personality, dear.
She's not ugly.
Please, don't let him get off that easy.
Sir, I don't think that you...
I know exactly what you've been doing.
I was just...
Only have one rule. Make a deal. Keep it. This isn't Wall Street. This is hell. We have a little something called integrity. This gets out. Who'll deal with us? Nobody. Then where are we?
He gets the best lines. I'm telling you.
Now, hand the jackass over. I'll cancel every deal he's made.
What are you gonna do with him?
Make an example of him. We'll go our separate ways. No harm done?
What, out of the goodness of your heart?
Years of demons nipping at your heels. Haven't seen one for months. Wonder why?
Oh, we've been a little busy.
Hunting Leviathan. Yes, I know.
So what do you know about
Too much. You met that dick yet? Smuggest type of guy since Mussolini. I hate the bastards. Squash them all. Please. I'll stay clear.
The enemy of my enemy, right? Can be their friend.
Pleasure, gentlemen.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. You're fine.
It wasn't all bad, right?
Encourage her to get some serious therapy.
Becky, look, you're not a loser, okay? You're a good person, and you've got a lot of energy. And the right guy will find you.
That right guy.
No.
She's smiling too. What, you just bouncing from... Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna say some shit that will piss certain people off.
You don't suck.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Really?
Yeah. All right, that's... Thank you.
Ah, I can't remember where I've seen him. I think I've seen him in the variety of little stuff here and there. Just, I swear. Hustle and Flow. Yes, it's an old movie. But I remember him from that.
When I was all dosed up, I said some crap.
Oh, you mean she wasn't your soulmate? Shut up.
I mean, I do need you watching my back, obviously.
I'm just saying. It's stupid to think that you need me around all the time. You're a grown-up.
Right. You know what, though, seriously? Might be nice.
What?
I mean, you've basically been looking out for me your whole life. Now you finally get to take care of yourself. About time, huh?
Yeah. Right.
Food for thought for you, Dean. Food for thought. I think this is the first time since episode 14 of last season where I'm so relieved the episode's over. Straight up. Okay, well, I gotta pick a scene, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's my favorite. It's just a scene that stands out for reasons that I'll explain. Coming up. I got mixed feelings, but it's my first time watching it, and I don't want to watch it again. Aside from having to breeze through it while I'm editing, I feel bad. But at the same time, it's like, I'm being honest with you, you know? It wasn't the best episode, but it had potential to be really good. There was just certain things that just didn't resonate with me. Lots of Wonder Woman 1984 vibes, for sure. Okay, well, the scene that is the most obvious surprise and obviously very unforgettable, hence I have to choose it because it's just, you know, the bread and butter really of what makes this episode so surprising, and that is the reveal that Sam is getting married to Becky. And it's weird because it's a scene that is surprising and shocking and like, oh my God, how could this be? But at the same time, it is disturbing when you find out the context, right? The reason it's happening. And that's her in this desperate mindset to be loved, going out of her way to drug someone against their will and do things even against their will. And I am very glad that the writers were considerate enough to make it clear they didn't consummate the marriage, because I can't imagine how upsetting that would have been at that time. And that's why I mentioned Wonder Woman 1984. Without spoilers, I'm just going to say there were elements that have similarities to the situation in this episode that makes that movie just cringe. Another thing that bothers me as well, and keep in mind, this is just fresh from watching it, and it's very possible I could be misinterpreting things, but it is what it is in this moment as I'm recording this. What bothers me as well, too, is that Becky was introduced as that eccentric, neurotic character that was somewhat lovable and endearing because she was, you know, Becky. She was just out there, you know, very much a representative of certain types of personalities. And I think in this episode, they kind of did a disservice to this character by making her reach to such levels emotionally and mentally to make the decision to do this to Sam. Now, before you jump into the comment section to type away a response, just hear me out a little further, because I'm not the type that goes on a rant related to feminism or any type of ism as it is, okay? I'm just not that kind of viewer or person in general. However, the way I view the situation with the character of Becky, I can see how you may interpret it as a defense as a woman, right? As a female. But it's more or less that this is a character that didn't need to be portrayed that way, only because there aren't that many women characters in this show as it is. And the ones that have been there, like Ellen, Jo, Pam, they've been killed off. So here's this other female character that's been on the show a couple of times, and then they have her in this episode do this really heinous thing and somewhat make her just look so stupid. And the mockery of it, especially related to her looks, because in my opinion, Emily Perkins is not a disgusting looking person. So as far as I'm concerned in regards to that, they probably should have casted someone who is not classically good looking, perhaps, in order to really hit home with her being unattractive. I don't know. I'm not going to go too much on that part. But overall, it's bad enough they had her roofie Sam, but then they just show her in this light that is so unfavorable that I, as a viewer, no longer could sympathize with her halfway through the episode, even if she saved Sam's life at the end. And so I don't know if I'm just missing the point, which happens quite often, and I'm sure at least one of you will verbalize that in the comments, and I'm looking forward to read about it. But overall, aside from some really good positive moments, like the introduction of this quirky character, Garth, and I really did like the Crossroads Demon's attitude. I thought it was fun to watch, and the actor did a good job. And of course, Crowley popping up in the game, that was fine. But the whole deal with Becky and the way they somewhat reduced the quality of this character leads me to give this episode an Ashamoji rating of 1. This episode is not rewatchable, and where it really could have been funny, just didn't end up being funny. In fact, I'm just going to throw in more of my 2 cents and say that this premise would have been more enjoyable and actually comical if it was a woman that we have never met before. Like, she saw Sam in Vegas and she made a wish and Sam met her and yada yada yada, right? There's no connection to this character and then we get rid of her at the end of the episode. That would have made more sense. Or even a siren. I would have been fine with bringing back a siren who had a similar MO that would fit the context of this entire episode. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. So there you have it. That's my reaction to episode 8 of the 7th season of Supernatural. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your comments. And if you want access to my full reaction to this episode and details on how to support my channel if you like what I do here on YouTube, all that info is in the description box below for you. So, until my reaction to episode 9, I'm Asha, tuning out. Peace. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.